Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Small Potatoes Gaming. Today we're going to be going through the patch note for TFT 13.1c. It was originally meant to be the 13.2 update, but with the aftermath of the hacking in League of Legends and teamfight tactics, I think that they had problem pushing the 13.2 update for League of Legends, so TFT will be doing their own update for 13.1c. So without further ado, let's get right into it. It's not going to be long, so yeah, let's go through it. So in the beginning, they explained that they can't ship the 13.2 update because they're having issues. And after that, it just gets right into the traits. So for traits, we have some nerf and buff. So admin is getting some minor nerf. So admin on allied death, gain mana is going to get reduced from 40 to 20. Well, I guess that's not minor. But it is 2 auto attack worth of mana. And admin on allied death chance to drop gold is going down from 40% to 33%, which is not that bad. But on paper, that's less than 25% reduction, but it's still going to affect it a little bit. I don't think that's going to be noticeable. And then we have Aegis Magic Resist is getting a adjustment going buff. So it's going up from 20, 35, 50, 75 to 20, 40, 60, and 90. Brawler Health is getting a buff, a small buff, as Mark Dog said that it's a little too over nerfed. So it's going to be going up from 20, 40, 65, and 90% to 20, 40, 65, and 99%. So it's just going to buff the Brawler 8. And then we have Duelist attack speed per stack. That is going to get a minor nerf. So the per stack is going down from 5, 10, 16, 24 to 5, 9, 15, 24. So they're nerfing rank 2 and 3 duelists to probably control the early game a little bit more. And then Laser Corpse Drone is also getting a small nerf. So the damage is going down from 65, 165, and 200 to 60, 160, and 200. It's just a 5 damage nerf, but it adds up because it's per drone. So keep that in mind. And then we have Mascot Max Health Regen per 2 seconds. It's getting a buff. So it's going up from 1.5, 2.5, 4.5, and 10% to 1.5, 2.75, and 5.5 to 10%. And then we have Spellslinger afterwards. Spellslinger is getting a bit of a love. And they're going up from 25, 55, 85 and 125 to 25, 60, 95 and 140. So hopefully this minor buff is going to push Spellslinger back into the meta. Then we have Sure Shot. Sure Shot is getting a minor buff with the attack damage bonus going down from 10%, 20% to 8%, 20%. I think that this is probably because of Aphelios and Samira. So hopefully this will make Samira less oppressive. Along with the set nerf that we got in the Point B patch. I didn't get to cover that because it was really small, and also I didn't really have time. But set did get nerfed in the Point B. They kind of reverted the buff that they gave him in 13.1, so that's a good change. So next we have unit change. So for 1 cost, Ashe is getting a minor buff with the attack damage, so she's getting an increase from 55 to 60. And then we have Gameplank Trial by Fire damage going up from 200, 300, 450 to 210, 315, and 475. And then we have Lulu Glitter Lance damage. It's also going up from 240, 360, 540 to 260, 390, and 580. So I guess that they over nerfed Super, Yumi, and etc. So they need to compensate the 1 and 2 cost champions that was originally carry. So hopefully we'll see some people play Super Lulu. And then we have Wukong, Stone Skin Armor and Magic Assist going up. Well, going up for the first rank and then going down for a second and third rank. So it's getting adjusted from 50, 75, 100 to 60, 70, and 80. So at 3-star, Wukong is actually going to be a lot weaker. 20 Magic Assist and armor. It's going to hit him pretty hard. Then, moving on, we have the 2-cost unit. So for the 2-cost unit, Ezreal is getting a minor buff with the sabotage damage. So it's going up from 215, 320, and 510 to 230, 345, and 535. And Fiora is getting a minor buff on hit heal. So it's going up from 30, 40, 50 to 40. 30, 40, 55, so it's just a minor buff on the 3-star Fiora. Lee Sin Armor and Magic Assist is also going up by 5 from 45 to 50, and Lee Sin Safeguard Attack Damage Ratio is also getting buff, going up from 240, 240, 250 to 275, 275, and 280%. Rel health is also going up from 750 to 800. So I guess that they probably noticed that they over nerfed some of these things. Especially look at Yuumi. Yuumi's unplayable now, I think. Well, more like Yuumi carry is unplayable now because they nerfed it so hard. So Yuumi is getting a minor buff. It's not going to help Yuumi that much, but hopefully it will bring back some Yuumi play. So Yuumi probably projectile damage is going up from 220, 330, 510 to 230, 345, and 335. Yeah. But yeah, Yuumi needed a little bit of a buff to bring her to a point that it's playable when the stars align, you know. Then we're moving on to a 3-cost unit. So 3-cost unit, we only have one, and Zoe Trouble Bubble Damage is getting a buff. So it's going back closer to where before they made a nerf on her damage. So it's going up from 375, 550, 925 to 390, 585, and 975. So it's closer to where she was originally at. Because at 3-star, Zoe was doing 1000 damage before the nerf. So it's a little closer. And then moving on, we have the 4-cost unit. And 4-cost unit, we have Aurelion. So Aurelion, so it's getting some small buff to the spell damage. The meteor shower damage is getting increased from 135, 200, and 400 up to 145, 215, and 435. Belvav is also getting some love because after the bug fix, they actually said that the performance of Belvav was a little underwhelming. So they're upping the damage ratio from 50, 50, and 150 to 75, 75, 200. Hopefully this will bring Belvav into a more comp. But I think before this buff, I saw some Belvav being really strong already, so I hope that this doesn't really break it, like break Belvav as a champion and then they have to nerf it again. Then Miss Fortune is obviously getting some nerf. So bullet time first bullet damage is getting a minor nerf, going down from 45, 65, and 210 down to 40, 60, and 180. So a minor nerf, like 5 damage for rank 1 and 2 and 30 damage for rank 3, but I mean, how often do you see a 3-star Miss Fortune? And then bullet time subsequent bullet damage is also getting nerfed. My apologies. It's going down from 25, 35, and 105 to 20, 30, and 100. Because I kind of lost the word like midway through. But yeah, so overall Miss Fortune is getting nerfed a tiny bit. I think that they were pretty satisfied with her performance, even though it was really overwhelming. So hopefully this will tone down her damage a little bit. so it's more playable to play against Misfortune. And also Samira. Samira is also getting nerfed. So Samira flare base damage is getting nerfed from 100, 130, and 666 to 80, 100, and 666. And flare attack damage ratio is also going down from 500, 525, and 1500 to 480, 490, and 1250. So I don't know how much this nerf is going to help, but hopefully these two champions will be less oppressive, and we'll be able to play more diverse builds soon, instead of seeing all the set MF or set Samira or set Talia or something like that. Then moving on, we have our next 4-cost unit, which is Sejuani. Sejuani is getting a tiny bit of love. So her health is going up from 950 to 1000. And her armor and magic resist is also going up by 10 from 60 to 70. And then we have Set Nerf, which we saw that coming from like a mile away. But his initial mana is going to get a tiny bit of a buff from 75 to 80. But the mana cost of his spell is going to go up from 150 to 180, which is quite hefty. But considering that he's a tank, when he's getting hit, he gets mana from the incoming damage, which I think that it will only nerf it by a tiny bit. Who knows? We'll see. But 30 is quite a lot for like a regular unit, so we'll see if this will help. And then Viego Heartbreaker damage fall off is getting increased from 18, 18, 1% to 20, 20, and 10%. I don't know how much this change will help, but hopefully Viego will no longer like one shot your whole team. And then we have Zed. Zed's getting some buff. So Zed Empower Kill Mode Thunder Armor Shredding is getting a tiny buff. So he's gonna shred just a little bit more, but if he has a lot of attack damage, it might do a lot more damage. Who knows? So it's going up from 15, 20, and 50 to 20, 30, and 100, which means that if you see a 3-star Zed, he's gonna shred the crap out of all the tanks and everything in the front or the back. Then moving on, we are finished with the 4-cost. Now we're going to go into the 5-cost unit. So this is mainly changes for Aphelios. So Aphelios attack damage is getting buffed, going up from 75 to 80. The purple attack damage ratio is going down from 150, 150, 1500 to 130, 130, 800%. And then the base damage of the purple weapon is going to go down from 45, 75, 2000 to 45, 75, and 500. So they're nerfing rank 3. I don't know how often you see a 3-star Aphelios, but maybe they thought that he was a lot stronger than all the 5-cost 3-star. I don't know. And then the stun duration is also getting nerfed a tiny bit, but at rank 1. So it's going to go down from 1.5, 2, and 15 seconds to 1.25, 2, and 15 seconds. Just a tiny bit of a nerf there. I think that it will help a little bit, I guess. And then the blue weapon spell 80 percentage is going to get some buff. So it's going up from 225, 225, 1500 to 275, 275, and 1500%. And then the spell base damage is also getting a tiny buff. It's going up from 45, 75, and 2000 to 55, 85, and 2000. Just a tiny bit. And then his blue weapon cone radius is getting increased just a tiny bit. So I guess that everything adds up. And then the red weapon spell base damage is also getting a buff. So it's going to go from 45, 75, 2000 to 55, 85, 2000 to match the blue weapon. I guess that people were using purple weapon too often, so they had to nerf the purple and then buff the red and blue to make it more playable, I guess. It's more incentivized to play the other two weapon. Then for our final 5-cost champion, we have Nunu. And Nunu is getting a tiny buff on the armor and magic resist, going up from 55 to 60. That is it for our unit change, and then we're moving on to the hero augment. So for the hero augment, we have a handful of, well, more like not a handful, maybe a dozen of change. So Ashe augment is getting nerfed. So Ashe base attack speed is going to go down from 20% to 15%. Galio's Justice Punch reduction is going to get a increase, so I guess it's a buff. Yeah, buff by 20. So it's going to go up from 50 to 70. So I guess that they hit his Justice Punch a little too hard last time they nerfed it. Talon rage base attack, Oxygen rage base attack damage and ability power is going down from 12 to 10. Wukong, the re-energized mana restore, is going to go down from 60% to 50%. And then the Silver Endless Pizza missing health heal is going down from 15% to 12%. And then the Endless Pizza time to proc is going up from 7 to 8 seconds, which I don't know how much this nerf is gonna do. Who knows? Like I see a lot of people playing Silver. Sometimes, I guess it depends on the game. But if I see one, then I see a few. But hopefully this will nerf her a little bit, so other 2 costs will be more playable. And then Lee Sin, cleansing safeguard missing health percentage heal is gonna get a buff from 12% to 18%. Do note that Lee Sin, his augment got reworked previously, so I guess that it wasn't strong enough because they nerfed super and then they try to buff the super unit, the individual unit. So hopefully this will make super a little more playable after the nerf, because Yumi's gone, and then now they buff Gameplank and Lee Sin. Hopefully, we'll see some playable comp, maybe a Lulu super, who knows. It seems like Lulu super will come back as a thing, but hopefully it won't be overwhelming. But I like to see people, playing different things all the time, instead of right now in the current state of the game, people are going, the set Samira, set MF, or Spell Slinger, or just rush a 5 cost unit with underground. They don't really change all that much. We're kind of reverting back to the rush to 8 comp kind of thing, instead of in the beginning of the set. I kind of really liked it when they had a lot of diversity with the build. Well, we'll see if the reroll comp will come back. Hopefully it won't be overwhelming like previously, where we just see a pure reroll, but it was better than just going straight for 8 and 9. And then afterwards we have Yasuo Siphoning Wind Omnivamp is going to get a tiny buff, going up from 50 to 60%. Cho'Gath Energy Void Magic Resist Steel is going to go up from 60 to 70%. And Jax Relentless Assault attack speed per third attack is going up from 9% to 12%. So I guess that they over nerfed Jax, as they said in a video that Mortdog has released. Valkos Frostburn bonus damage percent is going up from 200% to 300%. Again, they probably over nerfed Valkos a tiny bit, and they try to compensate it so that hero augment will make Valkos more playable when you have the right augment, which is fine. And then Misfortune Bunny Mercenary Shield health is gonna get nerfed from 250 to 200, which should be okay. And then Syndra Power Overwhelming bonus attack damage, ability power, magic resist, and armor is going up by 10, going up from 70 to 80. Then we have one augment nerf, like actual augment nerf. So Crew Pack Tactician health regen per turn is going to go down from 3 to 2. I guess that Crew Pack was just too strong, because every time I see Crew Pack, I think that I see that player probably dominating the whole entire game till like the end. So if they heal a lot of health over that course of time, I think that it's pretty unhealthy for the game, because you might get like this cruel pack player getting like to like 50 health because they keep winning. But no, we'll see how this goes. And then item. So there's some item adjustment. So Radiant Hurricane is going to get a nerf on the attack speed, going down from 40% to 20%. The Radiant version of Spear of Shojin ability power is getting a tiny buff, going up from 30 to 50, which probably should be okay, because Radiant weapon, how often do you see that anyways? And Spear of Shojin is also getting a buff on a mana regen on the third attack, going up from 30 to 40, which I guess if you add the 20 ability power, it's something, but you don't see people picking the Spear of Shojin when you get the Radiant item too often. So I guess that it'll make people pick the item more. And then the Anima Spirit, well, not Spirit Visage, but Anima Visage health is going up from 150 to 250. Anima Visage max health regen per second is going to go down though, so it's getting like adjustment in power. So the regen is going down from 4% to 2.5%. So you get a tiny bit of a health bonus, but then you get a lot less regen, almost half of it. And then Death's Defiance Omnivamp is going to go up by 5%, going up from 20 to 25%. Dragon's Claw max health regen is going to go down from 5% to 4%. It was a little overwhelming when you put it on set, so hopefully this will tone it down a little bit, because that 1% might matter a lot when you have, let's say, 6,000 HP on a Mecha Prime set, you know? And then Infinity Force now also grant plus 25 mana and plus 25 critical strike chance, which is a need, I think. Because if I see Infinity Force before, I will never pick it, because I think that is just a little weak for what it does and what it gives compared to the other items that's available. And Mana Zany, Mana Restore is going to go down from 150 to 120, which I guess that there's champion that's been using it quite a bit. Sometimes I pick it. It's fun. I'm not sure what they run it with right now, but no, I guess they're just trying to balance the Ornn item. And then the Collector attack damage is also getting a nerf, going attack damage going down from 30 to 20. So I don't think that there's any bug fixes this patch, but there was some bug fixes in the B patch, which was you know, just I think the Urgot, where Urgot was dealing way too much damage when you have two, apparently. But anyways, that's it for now. That's it for the 13.1C patch, or I guess that you can call it the 12.2. Maybe they're going to come over 12.2 patch, who knows? Maybe we'll get, you know, a 13.2, sorry. 13.2 patch. So it's going to be a 13.1C. My apologies. It's just getting overwhelming sometimes with these. I mean, we've came a long way going to season 13 in League of Legends. But anyways, I am going to be signing off now, and yeah, that's it for the patch notes. So enjoy the med patch update apparently, and let me know what you think of the update in the comment section down below. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. See ya.